I always knew that art was something I wanted to pursue as a career. Tattooing just was sort of a natural progression for me. I began tattooing about 7 years ago. I first got into it when I got an apprenticeship when I was about 18. Most of my artwork is based on sacred geometry, which is the idea that there's a fundamental core structure behind all life. It's the core of my inspiration. My process generally starts with email correspondence. Once I've discussed the idea that the client has, and it's something that I feel inspired by, we usually meet for a consultation, and then I take photos of the body, trying to figure out placement. Once I have all the photographs on the computer, I can really start to develop the flow and the layout, and then I'll design different key elements and then start to incorporate them over the body. Once we've established the design and it's exactly where they want, we can print out all the different elements, create stencils, and then go right into application phase. The Cintiq really allows me to create far more symmetrical designs, and I think that's the key component of the digital age and digital media in terms of artwork. It's so efficient to be able to create a piece of art for my client in a matter of minutes as opposed to days. While using the Cintiq, there's a lot of different options that allow you to maximize the efficiency of your workflow. The touch strip on the back lets you zoom in and out if you're to work on tiny little details, especially for me where I'm doing tiny little dots and negative space sections. I can just zoom right in. I can blow it up like as big as I want and then shrink it down. I definitely find the express keys and radial menu and all the different buttons and options very useful. It's really nice to be able to show my clients what the piece is going to look like before they see it. That way they're happy with it, and we can make a mutual decision that they're going to be happy with before the application starts. I integrated the Cintiq as a tool into my workflow the same way as I have with all my other tattoo machines. To me, it's as vital of a component. Now, it's just part of the process. Less of my thought process is involved in equipment and tinkering with things. I just want it to be a smooth flow so that I can just go from design to application in one fluid motion. It's a kind of more of a holistic approach to tattooing. A lot of traditional methods, you would draw something on with Sharpies or freehand or the stencil, and it won't look anything like the end result. The finished product will look nothing like the stencil, so the client has to just take your word for it. With this, I can create these precise symmetrical patterns that if the client's into it and likes it, it's gonna look just like that. That way they can just know whether or not they're happy with it before it even starts. And I think that's really important with something that's permanent. Everyone has their own story, and I think each tattoo that they wear is an expression of that. It's important to really think about where you want your story to go and not just where it has been, because it really represents someone's past, someone's present, and someone's future. So the more timeless that piece of art can be, the more longevity it'll have throughout their lives.